Hey guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. I'm back. I've been gone for a long time, and I have taken steps away from the channel or time off before and then come back and been like, I'm back, but this time I'm actually on mat leave, so I have a whole year off work. Normally I work a lot. So with that being said, I'm gonna get right into it, but if I have to pause because my baby, I will be back. So my apologies in advance for that. So I'm just gonna read general reading. Don't know what sign I'm doing. I'm just gonna cut the deck like I always do. All the decks today are blue. The ones that jumped out at me, they're all blue. So maybe blue is your favorite color. Who knows? I also have a lot of new decks. I have been collecting more decks while I've been off, so that's exciting. I can't wait to use them on the channel. And I have been away for a year. The Chariot, Cancer, that's funny. Water sign, I kind of knew it was going to be the Chariot. That's funny. But yeah, I have been away for a year, so don't mind me, I'm kind of rusty. And I have this wicked glare on my glasses. I'm going to try and figure that out. But yeah, Chariot, sign of Cancer. Could be any placement for you. Cancer moon, Cancer rising, Cancers. Messages for Cancer. I hope you guys have been well. Messages for Cancer, please. This is a new deck. I don't know if I've used this one on the channel. I don't think I have. Okay, Six of Swords. That's a nice energy. Sixes are harmonious. That's like a calm waters. It does represent movement. It's moving to calmer waters into a harmonious energy. What else? Can I get more for Cancer, please? The Sun, wow. Major for Leo. That's good energy coming out so far in this reading. That's like masculine energy there. Masculine sun energy. It's like warmth, gestation, children, happy, good energy. There's a boat in both of these. Just saying, water. I mean, you are a water sign, but there's boats in both of those cards. Can we get one or two more, please, for Cancer? One or two more for Cancer, please. Two, okay. King of Wands, Knight of Cups. That's like more movement. More movement there. King of Wands with these two, major for Leo. Could be a Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. This looks like a person straight up. This King of Wands, Knight of Cups character. That's masculine energy, but masculinity is just action, decisiveness, that movement, right? In motion. Knight of Cups. This could be you guys for sure, just in motion with that fire energy. But that is water, the Knight of Water. Knight of Cups moves with that cup towards something. With this Six of Wands, that's like, and the Sun, that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, or your happiness. Interesting. This is like a feelsy card too, or it can be like, I just heard innocent, but like Yeah, this is probably you guys. It could be someone else, but we'll look at that. So maybe we'll look at this King of Wands, Knight of Cups first. This is Piscean and fire energy with the sun. That's Leo, but again, fire's just action. But you could have fire placements, or this could be a Leo. Just saying. The moon. So major for Cancer underneath. It's so interesting, the energy on the bottom. We have this like 8 of Swords. The moon energy. The moon is your major. Or no, it's for Pisces, but a lot of people do take the moon as Cancer. I take it as both, actually. So, and again, forgive me, I've been away from my cards for a year, but I haven't read any cards. But I'm seeing this as kind of your subconscious, or just this things below the surface. Could be secrets, but this is like a mental energy, like feeling very trapped. If you can see that card, will it focus? She's kind of got her head down. She's deep in thought, but this is like a stuck energy. With this, it's like things below the surface and looking away. It's kind of the opposite of this movement energy. So of course, all this movement could be breaking free of that and making a move on something. This tends to be like really burdened in the mind, like trapped, but I'm kind of not really getting that off that. I'm just getting like super below the surface, almost contemplative energy. And it's funny, we have the sun and moon, so this is like things underneath. And then the sun energy, and there's like movement into that. This is the underlying energy, of course, and then the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, that's like, again, really warm, expansive. I'm getting pleasurable energy off that, but it's like the Wheel of Fortune, the sun, good things. With that Knight of Cups there, it suggests like purity, or like something connected to the heart space, or emotions, especially with that moon. But yeah, moving towards this, the Lovers is like a path energy, or can be purpose, major for Gemini. Interesting. Also the Wheel of Fortune, that's Jupiter, which screams Sagittarius with that King of Wands, just saying. Very expansive energy. Okay, so let's look at, I want to look at this King of Wands, because I see this as a person. Could be a person around you, could be you yourself. And I just got this camera. It's not really focusing that great. I'm gonna have to play around with that, but sorry. I do have a new baby, so I just kind of jumped in with the cards because she's quiet right now. But yeah, okay, let's look at this King of Wands. I'm like getting called to the moon deck. Moon in Cancer. Could be watching us for a moon placement, but the moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution, which is kind of like totally what this screams. Just saying. Okay. Let's talk about this King of Wands, or just in general for this reading for Cancer, please. I should have kept that out, actually. Personal issue reaches resolution. That's like the sun. What do you need to release? Big time. Messages for Cancer from the moon deck. Is there a specific card that wants to come through? A personal issue reaches resolution. The energy is gaining momentum. You are good enough is underneath that. Okay, a personal issue. Inside with that Knight of Cups there. that could be confidence as well. Okay, let's talk about this King of Wands. I'm going to clarify both cards separately. Or I guess we'll see what comes out. But King of Wands, King of Cups. Ooh. Okay. King of Wands for Cancer, please. One more. King of Wands for Cancer. King of Wands. Page of Wands. Wow. There's that King of Cups. And that Eight of Pentacles. That's hard work. That's like a very dedicated energy. Moving from a knight to a king. I think there is energy in between this knight and king. Like there's something in between, and it's the Six of Swords energy. And the way that the cards are, this King of Wands and the Sun are looking right at each other. That's a lot of fire energy as well, just saying. Fire placements, but action, passion, drive, sexuality even. But this is like that king in motion. This is a very inspired energy. I just heard juvenile, but it's like with this king, that's like very passionate, like excited, driven energy. And then going from this knight to this king energy in motion, there's like what's it called? An evolution, a resolution, a personal issue. That's emotional with that moon. Could be very subconscious as well. But we're clarifying the King of Wands, and we see the King of Cups keep showing, and that's like going from a knight to a king. Like that's mastery. Again, with this, it's like devotion, especially with that King of Wands energy. Anything else that wants to come out? From the mythic. Oh, this just screams guarded. Yeah. Again, with that head turned away energy underlying, right? Within. In this, so that bird is facing away. It's like an inner process or an inner focus, and then that becomes directed outwards towards the sun. So switching from moon to sun, that could also just mean masculine and feminine. So feminine would be like within the subconscious, contemplation, that resolution. And there's a guarded element, maybe alone time. Anything else from the mythic about this King of Wands, Knight of Cups? Ooh, six, the Emperor, the Sun. That's Aries energy. So Aries with the Page of Wands, that screams Aries. King of Wands. So I'm pretty much seeing all fire signs here, to be honest. What's under the Emperor? That devotion. There's a sense of control here as well, too. But decisive. I almost said divisive, so watch with that. Six of Cups, that's like paths. Ooh, stability, memory, judgment. Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles with Four of Wands. Ooh, and the Empress is underneath that. Wow. Magician, the Empress, and the Lovers again. There's that Ace of Cups. This is like very heartfelt. It's screaming family, unity, like big time. There's the Emperor to the Empress now. Magician and the Lovers, that's Gemini energy. So I'm reading for Cancer. You could be a cusper. or this could be kind of transpiring in Cancer season, or kind of the energy right now that we're heading into. We're about to hit Gemini season. It could be relevant time-wise. If you're reading this way in the future, don't worry about that. But that's very interesting. The Empress to the Emperor. We have the Sun and Moon here. If this is like an actual person, there's a lot of Pisces, Cancer on the feminine end. But this is like making shit happen. And then underneath we have like the Emperor was showing. So whether that's that contemplative, nurturing energy, that personal issue reaching resolution, and then bursting out in masculine energy, or these energies are coming into the sun together. This could be between you and a child as well, because there is the Six of Wands. That's a mother and a child, or I'm assuming, but mother and child. Family is all over this. I'm definitely reading for some of you who are a feminine, like a mother, who are having to step into a defensive role or take matters into your own hands to resolve an issue, a personal issue regarding your family or your child. For sure, your legacy. For some of you, this is two people coming together. This does scream pregnancy and children, just saying. But the very underlying energy was the Six of Cups that also speaks of children. That's your path memories. We have 6-6, like very harmonious energy there. But that's underlying with this Knight of Cups. That is, again, youthful. And with that page, this is regarding children for some of you. Oh, for some of you, I'm also reading too, like a journey into adulthood. That's interesting. Or maturity. Resolving those personal issues in a mature way. But for some of you, it's just a very passionate coming together of either yourself resolving those personal issues within, but there's a lot of energy of shared family. This is marriage and family. These two came out underneath the Six of Cups, which is also children. For some of you, this is a family. With the moon here, you might be guarded away from that. Needing to resolve these issues before you can step into that energy, or that's all just you with your evolution here. But this is like others or family. Could just be you and a child too. Judgments under that. And the High Priestess. More Piscean energy. That's a very intuitive. There is some intuitive energy here with the Knight of Cups. This is intuition, big time, looking within that bird, that turned away energy. The High Priestess, for some of you, you're gonna have to sit with this energy because that's the field of the Empress in the background, right? In the High Priestess card there, that's the field. Some of you may not want to step into this energy. Some of you have memories about this energy too, and that's what's holding you back. And that's your resolution. But this is a very intuitive energy. Wise, connected to spirit. A lot of Piscean energy there. Okay, let's get an angel card for this energy here, and then we'll look at the Six of Swords. And then I want to look at this Sun energy because that might offer, there's a lot of different energies coming in with this reading. as I get back into them, I'm sure too I'll be able to like hone in more clearly on the messages that I'm receiving. Memories from your history or childhood. You could be the child. This could be resolving family issues. We have the six, this is just, I cut to this, but it was the Six of Cups, which is underlying here. So I'm just going to read it. Memories from your history or childhood, so that inward energy, it's looking like memories, like tangible memory, but again, that's subconscious mind energy. Issues regarding children. So against that, definitely speaking to that group of you that are having to take a defensive or divisive stance to protect your children or in the best interest of your children, or that maturing energy. Some of you are stepping out of childhood, whether you're like age-wise or not. There's a sense of maturity and passion here and control. Romanticizing the past. Yeah, okay. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, that's way too many. The High Priestess. That's way too many. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. And I saw king on there, that action of that king. Consider what you want. And again, I wasn't really getting like the stuck, mired energy of the Eight of Swords. That's what this card represents. It's more of contemplation. Weighing things carefully to resolve this personal issue. Interesting. Consider carefully what you want before acting. I'll keep that out. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at the Six of Swords. The Queen of Cups. Ooh. That's like mother energy for sure. Or intuitive feminine energy. Very nurturing and loving. Six of Swords for Cancer, please. Ooh. King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Wands. Whoa. There's Queen of Pentacles underneath that. That's a lot. That's too much. But we do have all three kings. Air, thought, control over thought, control over emotion, acting from that place. Moving into that sun energy. That's good. I like it. Four of Wands. That was too many. Tell me, let's just get one or two for the Six of Swords, please. This energy could be external to you too. It could just be moving in towards you once you've taken this time. Tell me about Six of Swords, please, for Cancer. Six of Swords. Six of Swords, please. Oof, that's still a lot. Oh, there's the same cards that we're showing before. The World, that's the end of tarot. That's maturation. Moving into that. Really good energy. That screams travel. Like, specifically by water, but like, I just heard river. Some of you could definitely benefit with this intuitive energy to go hang out by a river or put your feet in a river for sure. But this is like travel energy with that King and Page of Wands. For some of you, this is a choice about travel and planting your roots somewhere else. That's the end of tarot. That's the cycle to end all cycles. The end, but also the beginning. It's like the ultimate cycle with the sun there. It's good. It's good news. So Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, that is with that queen holding on to that pentacle there. That's very material. Opposite of this intuitive energy. This is just screaming. This is like a stingy energy, or like holding on to something so tightly. When it progresses from the 4 to the 5, it becomes an energy of like you actually lost what you were hanging on to, or even though you still have, and there is the 5 of Pentacles. She's got the 5th pentacle right there. She's holding on to it. Like someone is holding on to something. So, that message is pretty clear. So this energy, this queen, is holding on to either holding out in the physical, like shying away or holding back from this like inner process or this personal issue. Like, I don't want to look at it, like that energy, right? I don't want to give it any thought whatsoever, right? For some of you, that's the case. But there's definitely a message here about this all being just one person. And they're holding out and holding on to the idea that something's just going to come to them. And again, for some of you, I'm like, this could be energy coming towards you, but I'm really seeing that Knight moving into this like masterful energy and actually acting and moving themselves into this. So for some of you, this is like holding on to an opportunity that you're just hanging out and you're waiting for. Like very much so, like it's going to come to me, but there's like action required. Or maybe you don't want to make a choice, or you don't want to make movement towards something you're passionate about, or whatever is calling you here, the sun energy. We'll look at that next, but it's like it will come to me, hanging out for that, in a receptive state. My mind just went totally blank. We have to move on to the sun now. I'll just get one more for this holding out energy from the angel deck, and then we'll look at the sun. What's this holding energy? What's this holding energy? Life experience. The star. Awakening. Looking at things from a different perspective. Stand still, important to be yourself. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. The sun, moon, and star. That's like wishes and dream fulfillment energy. Consider carefully what you want before acting. The Tower. There is a lot of movement here. So again, we hang on to that energy, especially in the physical and stability, and deny these changes. Sometimes the universe does it for us. A powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. With the 6 of Swords and the World and all these birds, and then time to spread your wings. Like some of you, it's a choice about taking a flight somewhere or moving. Or for some of you, with your child, right? Movement there, like maybe moving them schools, maybe, who knows, right? Moving them to a different day home, like if it's something small, but this is big. This doesn't look like a small decision. This looks like a big decision or a big change. It's a big change for sure, but it's good energy. The Tower. Yeah. That's pretty inevitable energy. So let's look at the Sun. Page of Pentacles. I just saw the Page of Pentacles, and that's like that dedication energy. Like, this is like an idea. Maybe fostering an idea. Consider carefully what you want before acting. There's action here. Tell me about the Sun. Whoa. That Knight of Wands. Wow. Death. Woo. Death. Big change. When these two come out, it's like, that's a lot of scorpionic energy. Changes. Big shakeup. Transformations. There's a big transformation here. Interesting. The Knight of Wands, like, look at that. That's a lot of action. That is a lot of action. This, and a lot of fire, but that's also passion, creativity, drive. Wow, that's a lot of fire. A lot of fire. The Knight of Wands acts, moves quickly, moves passionately. It's a very fast acting knight, right? But there is this progression. It's very interesting. This King of Wands. I like it though, the Sun with the Knight of Wands. That's like a lot of fire. We'll see what else wants to come out about the Sun. 6 of Wands, victory, 666. Sounds bad, but it's not. Tell me more about the Sun, please, with this Knight energy. That's too many. Ace of Wands, wow. Tell me about the Knight and the Sun. Oh, the Star. Wow. For some of you, you're persevering in an idea of something. And that's going to change. Like, that's changing hugely. Wow. Something's transforming here with this Star energy. That's like wish fulfillment. Sun, moon, stars, everything. It's funny, the Magician was underneath this Star energy. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest. This is a manifestational energy. Life is magical. Like, that's, yeah, with the Star. That's movement. A gift. Moving into those fields. The High Priestess. Wow. Interesting. I like it though. I like it a lot. But some of this is like persevering in an energy that's not, or like resistance, that personal issue reaching resolution. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Again, for some of you, this is an idea, and there's like a level of dedication or involvement stemming from this, like allowing yourself to transform. Self-discoveries, that's like totally what this is. Okay, anything else to wrap up the reading for Cancer, please? That King of Fire. Focus, focus, focus. And where is the focus? I'm just asking that. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Some of you might get your advice or answer from your child. Or your inner child. Anything else for Cancer, please? The Magician. Wow. Really can't make this up. There's that water. Again, these blue decks. That's really emotional too. Again, you are good enough was underneath that. A time for healing. So these two, the Two of Cups. For some of you, this is starting a family with someone for sure. And you might have to travel to do that. The positive resolution of a conflict. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, big message for some of you. You're going to have to act to resolve this conflict, whether it's it's an inner conflict and action is required, and there's this big evolution from this idea of it, holding off from it, from a page to a knight to the king and stepping into the sun. Like, that's for some of you. It could be like very inner, or it could actually be approaching a person, or letting go of a way of thinking about something, or being defensive, but also the positive resolution of a conflict, personal issue reaches resolution. For some of you, it is moving away from a domestic situation with your child or for your child. Some of you are coming into that. You'll know what boat you're in. But life is magical. Don't forget that. That's like the biggest message here. The end of a difficult situation, and there's 10 of Pentacles again underneath that. Finding magic in the little things. Plan that needs revision. So for some of you, this is just planning. Planning that breaking out energy. For some of you, it's moving. For some of you, it's planning how to act with this other person to resolve something. For some of you, it's just stepping into a more magical way of being, and shifting your focus, giving into something. And it starts with an idea, a passion, something along those lines. But this isn't small. This is big. This is big. We have the sun, moon, stars, the world, death. That's a big change. So I wish you guys all the best. Till next time, take care.